Good evening, teacher. My name is Gabriela Jacqueline Patilima. In this opportunity, I'm going to explain Lesson 2 of Book 30. This is a grammar review. The content of this grammar are changing embedded question to infinitives, then conjunctions rather than, as well, but not, and finally non-adjectives appositives. Let's start with the first grammar. Changing the embedded questions to infinitives. Okay. Sentences containing an embedded question consist of a main clause and a dependent noun clause. The embedded question noun clause is introduced by when, who, how, whom, where, which, whose, whether, what, and usually follows the some phrases like I don't know, can you tell me, I wonder, do you know, who I can, I know. So we are going to look some sentences and we are going to notice that these embedded questions contained should, can, or could. For example, can you tell me how I can prepare this recipe? This recipe? Can you tell me where I can buy a computer? Or can you tell me what I should take for my headache? I don't know how I can prepare this recipe. I don't know where I can buy a computer. I don't know what I should take for my headache. So sometimes the embedded question clause can be changed or reduced to an infinitive or an infinitive phrase. For examples, we are going to check other examples with the reduction. The same sentences, okay? Can you tell me how to prepare the recipe? Can you tell me where to buy a computer? Can you tell me what to take for my headache? I don't know how to prepare this recipe. I don't know where to buy a computer. I don't know what to take for my headache. If we notice, we are omitting the subject and in this case the verbs can, should, and could to reduce and substitute this with to and the verb in infinitive. Second grammar, conjunctions rather than, as well, and but not. Okay, let's start with the next grammar. We have connectives or conjunctions that are used to join sentences with nouns, noun substitutes, including phrases, adjectives, adverbs, and verbs. For example, these connectives rather than, as well as, but not, have different uses and could be different meanings. In this occasion, we are going to look the meaning of these conjunctions and the uses. We have rather than, that means preference or alternative, is similar or a synonym to instead of. We have as well as, that means addition, similar to besides, but not, that has a meaning of contrast. Okay, let's look some examples. Rather than, we shake hands rather than bowing. Dog likes playing in the park rather than in the house. We eat at home rather than in a restaurant. In these three sentences, rather than has a meaning of, or indicates a preference or an alternative. As well as, she has invited Bruce as well as Jim. This soup was salty as well as cold. Ben is so kind as well as generous. In this case, we have two options that the person or the thing have. We are adding or maybe have similarities. Continue with but not. Most children like sweets but not vegetables. The pizza was expensive but not delicious. The dress has a good color but not a good material. In this case, we are putting something bad to say in simple words. In this case, we are indicating a contrast. Last grammar, non-adjective appositives. Okay, appositives are used to explain or describe nouns. Okay, also they most often follow immediately after the noun. Describe appositives can be found at the beginning, in the middle, or at the end. Okay, some adjectives and adverbial clauses can be reduced to appositive phrases by deleting certain words. Let's look some examples. Because he will as exhausted from long trip. Grandfather rested before going on. Exhausted from long trip, grandfather rested before going on. In this case, we are omitting some words, but the meaning is the same. But if we notice before the comma, sorry, in this part I commit a mistake. This is a comma. Before this, we can translate, we can reduce. Although Will was tired and angry, Uncle Ben still refused to break for dinner until he'd finished the job. Tired and angry, Uncle Ben still refused to break for dinner until he'd finished the job. In this case, the same. I'm sorry. After it is after. After the comma, the sentences must be the same. We can't reduce. Okay? So this is all. Thank you for your attention.